Hello guys. Today we are going to discuss about Uniform Civil Code. It is in the news from last many days. So we are going to discuss today what is Uniform Civil Code. Okay. As part of this class, we will discuss basic of what is Uniform Civil Code and what are the debates surrounding Uniform Civil Code in the Constituent Assembly, and then what is the Supreme Court stand, why Supreme Court did not give any definite order regarding Uniform Civil Code implementation, and what is law commission views on it. Okay, and then what are the recent developments. Okay, all these things we will see this in this class. Okay, let's start. First thing, what is Uniform Civil Code? Before to that, in India we know there are many religions and then many customs and traditions. Okay, every law is guided by their own respective religion. For example, in Hindu marriage act. Okay, in the Muslim there is Shariat laws. Okay, so there are very distinct laws. Okay, to bring the uniformity. Okay, irrespective of the religion, there should be one common law for everyone, that is the Uniform Civil Code law. Okay, so it is under the article 44 of DPSP. It is not enforceable. Okay, so what are the Constituent Assembly views on it? Okay, some people are against to the Uniform Civil Code. Example, Najruddin Ahmad. Okay, he is from Bengal. He said it is against to the Article 19 of the draft constitution. Now, in the draft constitution, it is 19, and actual presently it is Article 25. Okay, what is Article 25? It is the freedom of religion. He said Uniform Civil Code is against to the uniform freedom of religion, so it should not be there. Okay, we will discuss what is freedom of religion. Okay, freedom of religion, it is under the Article 25, and it has some reasonable restrictions such as public order, morality, and health. Keep health also in mind. Okay, and then there is another person, his name is KM Munshi. He supported that Uniform Civil Code should be there, so because it will not defeat the principles of freedom of religion, because since state is empowered to make laws related to religious practices if they were intended for social reform. Okay, because there are many laws. For example, take the Muslim laws. In that there is the issue of triple talaq. Okay, so that kind of laws will not give any equality. Okay, any respect to the women. Okay, so to come out of this, to reform the social things, there should be some uniform law that can be followed through the Uniform Civil Code. So that's why KM Munshi supported Uniform Civil Code. And apart from that, he said some benefits by promoting the Uniform Civil Code, that is, it will promote the equality for women, and it will eliminate the discriminatory practices. For example, triple talaq. Okay, and then what is Ambedkar stance on this? Okay, Ambedkar said his stand is simply it is neutral. He said although UCC was desirable, it is needed, but it should be purely voluntary during initial days. So initial days it should be purely voluntary. There is no compulsion to follow it. Okay, and he stated that it is merely voluntary. It should not imposed on all citizens. It should not impose. Okay, so after that, Uniform Civil Code put for the voting in the Constituent Assembly, and 5:4 majority, so that finally they put in the DPSP. Okay, this is the Constituent Assembly debates around the Uniform Civil Code. Now we will discuss what is Supreme Court stand and why Supreme Court did not give any uniform order for this. So in 2021 and 2022, these many years, there are 6 petitions filed in the Supreme Court seeking uniformity in divorce and alimony and etc., like inheritance, adoption, all these things. Okay, at that time, Supreme Court bench headed by CJA Chandrachud, okay, he dismissed that their petitions by stating that such issues fall within the exclusive domain of Parliament. It is the Parliament duty. We should not, as a Supreme Court, should not involve in it. So we will not make any uniform guidelines regarding it. So Parliament will decide. Okay, it is said by Supreme Court. Now we will see the what is 21st Law Commission said. Law Commission said 21st Law Commission headed by former Supreme Court Judge Balbir Singh Chauhan. He submitted his consultation paper on reforms of family law. In that family law, he said formulation of UCC is neither necessary nor desirable at this time. Okay, he said it is not required as of now. In future we don't know, but as of now it is not needed. And also he stated that uniform nation did not necessarily need uniform laws. Okay, and then he said this point in the form of secularism. Secularism could not contradict the plurality. Okay, and then however it recommended, law commission recommended that discriminatory practices, stereotypes within the existing personal law should be amended. For example, triple talaq issue, that it should be amended, that should be abolished. This kind of, even in Hindu also there are some issues like property related issues, that also these kind of things should be reformed. Okay, so we will discuss what is the present trend, what is happening in India regarding uniform civil code. In Uttarakhand, uh, Uttarakhand government appointed committee on uniform civil code. Okay, that committee appointed, and some people put filed the petition in the Supreme Court challenging it. How state can start a committee on the uniform civil code, and then Supreme Court dismissed their challenge by saying that under the Article 162 they can put state can formulate the any committee or commission regarding uniform civil code. And what is Article 162? It is a executive power of the state, extends to matter with respect to which legislative power has to make laws. Okay, so in this actually uniform civil code, it is a entry 5 of the concurrent list of 7th schedule. Okay, what is entry 5th? It talks about marriages, divorce, and then infants and minors, adoption, wills, joint family, and partition. Okay, so under the entry 5, it is in the concurrent list. It means state and then center can make laws. It is under entry 5. Okay, so after this is the issue, and after appointing committee by Uttarakhand, even Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat also they are going to appoint their respective committees regarding uniform civil code. Okay, this is the topic about uniform civil code. And in this, I if it is in parts, in terms of mains thing, uh, use the law commission statements. This statement, uh, sorry, not that, yeah, this statement, use this in the conclusion. If another question comes on uniform civil code, you can conclude by stating law commission report. Okay, and then yeah, when you want to use that to, put the static point, or else if you want to use the introduction, for that you can use this entry 5 of the congruent list of 7th schedule, talks about the marriage and divorce. Based on this, states can appoint the committees. Okay, you can write this in the introduction, this part in the introduction. Okay, and then yeah, if it is essay thing, if your question comes on uniform civil code in essay, in state exams, okay, then you can use the constituent assembly debates of against of Najiruddin Ahmad, and then K.M. Munshi, who supported it, and then Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is with the ambivalent stance, that is neutral stance. Okay, you can put this also, then your answer looks like very good. Okay, that's it for this. Thank you.